Hi, my name is Vivek Joshi. I'm from India and I'm really excited to show my project for this hackathon, which is NextAssist. It is built on top of next year's talks and issues and discussion posts. So let's look at the pipeline in action. So you ask a question, you get an answer, and there are references. Then the other feature is chat history. You ask an ambiguous question, you still get the answer because of the context in the chat. And then, as I already mentioned, multiple sources, so it is able to use all the sources, whether it be documents or the discussions and issues posts, and still able to answer correctly. Now let's look at the evaluations. So it went through multiple iterations, but the three key ones are here. So in the first iteration, it was a simple RAG pipeline. So but the groundedness and context relevance were low. uh, and, if we talk about the RAG triad, answer relevance was pretty good. In the second version, we went in a different direction and decomposed the query whenever required. And then for each query, we collected all the chunks and then generated the answer. So this border context relevance higher, groundedness higher, but the answer relevance went down. So we did some prompt engineering and the answer relevance came up, but the groundedness stayed the same. The reason for this was how the prompts were written, are being written in true length. So, for example, in some, or we can say that the metrics that we're using. So, in groundedness, there may be some cases where the answer is not generated because uh, the it is not relevant to the RAG pipeline. Um, so, in those cases, the groundedness goes down and the overall groundedness is impacted. Now let's look at the ingestion pipeline. So for ingestion, you only need to do three things. Anyone needs to do three things. You just have to create a copy of this env.example file and create a env file of your own, and then update all these variables according to your requirements. Then you have to update this, create a process file function, which tells how a specific file will be processed. Once you have done these two things, you just have to run this index.py file, and everything from data download to creation of your Cortex search service will be handled for you. In terms of true length, we used OpenAI as the provider right now because um, it gave all the results, and Cortex failed sometimes, so that was the problem there. But OpenAI provided all the answers completely. So that is why we used OpenAI provider here, and the metrics we have already seen here. The thing that I liked about TrueLens is how we can evaluate single pieces as well. So in my case, I had to look at you know what the decomposed queries were. So rather than typing out, uh, logging it there again and again, so it was very helpful. So that's it from my end. Thank you.